Hey Dewdrops, it's Diane from Coravina. Happy Friday! I hope everybody's having a really good day wherever you are in this wide world. I am located in Cincinnati, Ohio. It is a hot day here in Cincinnati, which I know is nothing compared to other places, but for us it's hot and rainy. Yeah. So, all this week we have been making gorgeous water marbled scarves while you watch live at 5. All right, we have been inspired by modern impressionist paintings, and they've been really gorgeous. I've had some really, really pretty ones this week. This one yesterday is my favorite this week so far. Okay, let me do the scarf shuffle and show you what we've got. We did this really cool portrait that turned out to be a really good match. All right, so we've got lots of grays, different shades of blues, and then we've got oranges and rusts that just work out really, really well on the scarf. I was so excited when it came out because I think we've got a lot of really vibrant color, and I think we've got a lot of detail, and the wide color patches kind of match up with the wide color patches on the portrait. It's so cool. So if anybody's interested in more information about the paintings that we're using for inspiration this week, you should find the link here and go to the Pinterest board where they're all pinned. All right, so you can find out anything you need to know. Okay, so we're going to do one more scarf with Impressionist painting this week. I'm so excited about this. It was a suggestion by a couple of you guys that we should do paintings, and I think it was a great idea. Okay, so today we were deciding between option 1 and option 2. Like always, option 1, lots of greens with some purples. Option 2, all greens. All right, so you guys voted for option 1. It's a really hard choice. You guys made that known as well. I know, I loved them both. All right, so you guys chose option number 2. We're going to do greens and purples, a little bit of blues in there too. Got a whole bunch of colors. There's a lot of colors in this painting, okay? So let's start out with our greens. Got some main greens here. Have some more greens here. This one is kind of like a dark teal, but it's still in the green family. All right. Then we've got our purples, which I really love with the greens. Here they are. Lots and lots of shades. Then we've got some blues. Our blues are mainly these colors here with just a little hint of like the lighter blue. And then off in the back distance in the clouds, we have very light pink going, okay? And I think we're going to throw some white in there just for good measure, like when we get started. Okay, so I'm going to switch our views. Welcome to day like 500 of Diane trying new camera things, okay? So bear with me. I'm trying to get our dewdrop view back. So I am going to clean the surface of our water, and we're going to get going here. All right, we do this every time before I make a scarf to clean the surface, make sure we get any dust or debris off that may have settled. This is so funny. I'm really glad I put on like real pants for you guys today because I always wear pants, but sometimes it's pajama pants. All right. I'm always worried you're going to see, but you never do. All right, guys. So we're priming the surface of our tray with paint here. We're going straight down the center of the tray. You can see our tray is really polluted because we've been working on it all week, but that is just fine. All that matters to us is that the surface of the water is clean. All of the brown and mucky muck color that you see under here or down in the tray, that's all below the surface of the water. That's nothing to worry about. So I'm going to come in here with my pink, and I'm going to do this up towards the top. Okay, just a little bit, and then we probably won't do this one at all again. We just want some accents here and there. There we go. All right, let me look at my picture. Make sure I'm not led astray by my memory here. All right, we've got some really thick purples in the foreground, greens in the background. All right. Where shall we start? We're going to start with the greens, and we're just going to go for it, guys. I was considering doing this with the paintbrushes, The witches, I always call them the witches broom tools. We could. I don't know. Maybe we should. Oh, I like that dark emerald. I'm going to bring this one back a little. Oh, yuck. What is that about? Ugh, did you see that? Like gross, like paint boogers. All right, that's enough of that. We're going to put in a little bit of this light mint color here. Might as well wiggle that around a little bit. Whoops. It'll be just like hints of color when we mix up our paint here. And then this kind of chartreuse color, it'll be just a little bit of that as well. And we'll just add another green in here if I can unclog our bottle. We'll give it a little bit of a wiggle. All right. Let me see where we're at. Hey, Laura. I know, my secret's out, right? So funny. Let me go back to my picture. Let's see what we got. Where are we going to go now? I think we should come in with our, here's a little bit of that lavender. It's not lavender, but it's a purple. I'm going to put some navy up towards the top because we've got that like darkish bush. I'm squeezing really hard on these bottles today, guys. Or maybe it's the air pressure or whatever's going on right now because my head is absolutely killing me. I'm willing to believe that it's like an air pressure thing. Because fun fact, whenever I'm teaching class and the air pressure is really high, or the barometric pressure, the bottles will like explode or squirt out when I go to unclog them. And I did that beforehand, so I don't have any of that to show you right now, thank goodness. But it could definitely be that. Coming in here with my lavender. I like all of our colors. I think this is a lot of fun. I'm going to come back in with the white up at the top. See if we can't shrink down the white a little bit. Or expand the white a little bit, I mean. Because we had a lot of sky in that picture. Maybe we'll put some lavender up in there and then do a little bit more pink. But this painting definitely has a lot of colors in it. I'm digging that, and I think you guys are too. I'm looking at it and I realize that I am missing just the littlest bit of this this rust color that I've been so fond of using lately. It's for kind of the path of the dirt. Not gonna lie, I do love it. It's just that time of year. And like we talked about earlier, it's a very trendy color right now. All right, so I am digging this, guys. I think it looks really nice. I'm gonna use a little bit more of this color here. Y'all know I like that color a whole bunch. You can see that this color here is kind of looking really mucky. I think that is due to our underneath color kind of lying to us a little bit, because I looked at that and I was like, oh my goodness, what color did we use here? And that's what it was. So no worries there. All right, looks like we got a whole bunch of stuff going on here, and I'm okay with that. I'm going to thicken up some more colors. I think we're going to add some more of this green because of the bushes. There is a whole lot going on here today. Gonna add some more purple to thicken that up, so it might look a little bit more resemblance to our picture here. A lot of purple in there. So for anybody just watching for the very first time, I'm so glad you're here. We are water marbling a silk scarf. That is when you drop really thin paints onto the surface of really thick water and the paints float. And now we're ready to manipulate our paints around with tools to get different designs. Okay? All right. Dance up with the colors on the water. That's right. We're painting on the water. Isn't that cool? I love it. So what should we do now? Oh, so many choices. So I think what we're going to do, start out with our tried and true. I love starting out with this wide tooth comb here. We're going to put it down in the water, and then we're going to watch our paint shift around. All right, so we're going to go nice and slow. And you'll see our patterns kind of adjust. Okay, we're going to adjust it down again and bring it back. Water marbling is really easy once you have the hard parts figured out. Got everything figured out. It's so much fun to do now, most of the time. Water marbling is very fickle. It is definitely hard to recreate something that you've done. All right, I'm digging it. It's looking a little crazy. I like that about it. All right, we're gonna play a little bit here. Remember when we did that feather? Like, it wasn't the regular feather pattern that we do. It was like an expanded feather pattern. Like, maybe we'll see how that goes today. There's just so many colors. We could do a lot of shades, I think. Although that also looks really nice. Looks kind of peacocky, doesn't it? Peacock-ish with the different colors. Okay, we're going to come in here with our comb that is very close together. And then just drag it very slowly. Can you hear it scraping on my tray? You guys love it like that? Oh, good. I'm so glad. I didn't see those comments till after I started raking it. Yeah. How about that? So funny. I wondered where my safety pin went and I couldn't find it. I just raked it out of my water. Okay. So we did that. Now let's come through with our comb here. How do we do that? I think it was just back and forth. We're just going to go nice and slow. I feel like this is the widest possible stylus I could be using. And yeah, that does make a difference. That one's a little bit better. I do remember the hidden picture paintings. I used to love those. I used to beg my mom to go and stand in front of the carts at the mall, you know, like the in between the stores. They would always have like a funny looking cart with all the hidden pictures on it. I used to love that. It could be mom that wrote that. I don't know. It just says Facebook user. That was the coolest thing. All right, we're just taking our sweet time trying to draw nice and easy. Why is it important to go slow? You may be wondering. Why can't I just splash my way through this water? Well, the faster you are moving, the more paint is moving in your wake. All right, so it's like a speedboat. Go really slow, you got less wakes. It's the same thing with water marbling. If you're moving slow like this, the paint is still moving 6 inches behind you. If you go super fast, the paint could be moving, 12 inches behind you and then like still be moving 3 rows over. So we want to just go slow to disrupt less of the paint. All right, guys. I like it. I like it. I like it. I hope you like it too. I know you can't really see all of the cool detail from our awesome dewdrop window perch. That's where you guys are sitting right now. So I'm going to go ahead and dip down the scarf and we're going to see what we end up with. See if we get another one that matches so good. Oh gosh, guys, I feel so rewarded when I put the pictures together in that collage. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it looks perfect. All right, we're going to dip this baby down. Let's see what we've got. It's gonna be a pretty one. Very exciting, very exciting. So, believe it or not, if you are new to the group, the paint has instantly absorbed into our silk scarf and it's ready to be taken out of the water. I'm just going to remove my safety pins here so we can lift it up and see what we've got going on. This one is very pretty. I'm excited, guys. Purple and green is always a good combination with you guys, though. I have multiple people talk about how much they like those color combos. All right, are we ready? Let's pull this thing up out of the water and see what we have got. I've got horribly messy fingers. All right, ready? Let's go. You're probably going to see dripping and running. There is a ton of paint on the surface of this tray. Okay? So here we go. Oh, look at that. I'm like trying to show the camera and sneak peeks at the same time. It's hard. We've even got a little bit of our rusty path down in the bottom corners here. I love how vibrant it is. We got a lot of color on here. Sometimes when the scarf's dry, if we don't have enough paint on the surface of the tray, the white of the scarf shows through and makes it look a little faded. I really hope we avoided that today. I think it looks so pretty. All right, we're going to put it in the rinse bucket. Okay, here we go. All right. For some reason, this one reminds me of my grandmother, who's also a painter. I don't know why this looks like Grandma Shake's colors, but it does. So, all right, what happens next, guys? Next, we're going to hang up the scarf and let it dry. And then I'm going to post pictures so we can compare it to the original painting, to the scarf, to see how close of a match we made. Like, I love when it's close. All right. So let's talk about changes next week. Next week, my kids are going back to school. I am both thrilled and terrified. So be thinking about me. I'm sure it's going to be fine. But because of this, it's really hard to be home at 5 p.m. every day. Okay. Got a lot of stuff that's starting to happen. So because most of you watch it on the replay anyways, what I'm going to do for this week as a test is I am going to record my scarves and then I'm still going to deliver them at 5. It just won't be live. Okay. So your vote is still really important. Pinned to the top of the scarf announcement page is the Disney princess list. Make sure you go and vote for your favorite Disney princess. Vote for however many you like, because I'm going to choose from that list what we're going to make next week. All right. So this is Diane from Corvina. I'll be back to post pictures tonight, and I will see you on Monday. All right. Remember, dewdrops. Have a great weekend. Live colorfully. Goodbye.